Alright, so keeping your vision good or improving your vision for the purposes of archery, hunting, and shooting. So, I am not a doctor of the eye. However, I've kind of researched a few things over the years on keeping good vision because I am kind of a firm believer that things can be naturally cultivated. I like to think that modern medicine is a great, great thing for the world. Can kind of get us out of a bind in the worst situations. But over the years, I have really come to the realization and appreciation that doctors are really just here as kind of a backstop. We're ultimately responsible for our own health, and when we basically start living our life with complete disregard for our own health, kind of relying on a doctor to have their own their responsibility for us, we're just going to break down over time. In regards to vision, again, I am not a doctor of the eye. I'm not an ophthalmologist or whatever you might call it. However, just like anything else, I feel like our eyes can be cultivated the way our biceps can be cultivated if we're lifting weights. Over the years, I've realized blood flow is very, very important. I've read studies that children who have grown up playing sports tend to need glasses less. It's because as their eyes are following a ball back and forth all day long, they're kind of keeping their eyes healthy and cultivating their eyes. And maybe just the very nature of sports, keeping the cardio going, is kind of pumping blood through the body and helping to keep, healthy. So that's my thought on glasses, needing glasses and keeping your vision healthy. Throughout the years, I don't know about anyone else, but I feel that my vision has gotten incrementally worse at times and incrementally better. Driving for a living, I tend to find that if I take a week off for vacation and I'm sitting on a computer for, a few hours a day, not really going anywhere, staying in the house, I feel like when I get back on the road, I feel like it's harder for me to read signs. But once I'm back on the road, used to looking at a distance, far off, get away from the computer, get away from the blue lights, get outside, I feel like my vision is kind of getting better. Maybe it's in my head, but I don't think so. And I'd be curious to see what other people think of that. So vision is obviously really important for things like archery, anything target related. Archery, we're commonly looking at very small targets that might be 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50 yards away. With shooting, such as like rifle or maybe handgun, maybe we're looking at 10, 20 yards away. Rifle, we're looking at 50, 100, 200 or more, yards away. So vision is very important, even if we might have some, assist from the, the sights and the scope and all that good stuff. So, regardless, I think everyone agrees that, vision is a good thing, especially when you get out in the woods. If you are hunting, your vision problems are going to kind of creep up on you pretty quick. If you're up in a tree and you're kind of looking around and all the leaves are blurring together. You want to have good vision because you want to be able to see, you know, if a deer is coming, hiding, you know, between the leaves or whatnot. So anyway, so on the topic of improving vision, couple things that you could do. So I am basically of the mindset that if you are too far gone with glasses, I don't know if there's anything you can do to fix that. I really think if you need glasses, you need glasses. I know people that need glasses, and I don't think there's any coming back from it. I think if your vision is decent, like 20/20 or maybe 30, maybe even pushing it to 40, you know, if your vision is decent, I think you can, you know, possibly take action to maximize what your vision is capable of. Again, I don't think you can reverse the need for glasses. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone doing that. I could be wrong. I know that I have people that I know with glasses that have, you know, made an attempt to reverse it, and I think you can make improvements, but I don't think you can completely eliminate the need for glasses. But I think if your vision is pretty decent already, again, I think you can do things to kind of maximize, you know, the health of your eye. And this might be helpful in archery or rifle shooting or whatnot, or just all aspects of your life. So, suggestion number one, blood flow. Just like any part of our body, movement, I feel, is going to increase blood flow to that part of the body. So, you know, you could do eye exercises. You know, you could follow your finger up, down, left, right. I mean, honestly, with these easy movements, any part of the body, I mean, I recommend doing 100 times, you know, up, down, left, right. But not only that, but starting close, far, close, far, close, far, 100 reps. It's so easy to do. Focusing on something close to us, focusing on something far from us, focusing on something close to us, far from us. Go to a basketball. Follow the ball with your eyes. Go outside, look at the clouds, look at the grass, look at the clouds, look at the grass. Like, challenge your eyesight, you know, like, really use them, because I feel like, especially in modern society, we get so focused on looking at a single point, and our eyes just get lazy. They get really, really, really lazy. So you get farsighted and nearsighted, and it's like, it's just really, really crazy how lazy we get with our eyes. So just get them moving first and foremost. You know, maybe, you know, again, like, increase blood flow any way you can. Like, shut your eyes, open them, shut them, open them, shut them, open them. Just get that blood flowing to the eyeball. That's my advice with the eyes. It's also my advice with just about every part of the body. Like, if I'm gonna be starting to try and build some bicep, you know, before I even think about lifting weights, I'm really just like spending like a week prepping, like just basically just making the movement. I'm not gonna add weight until later on, because what this does is it's increasing blood flow to that muscle, but it's also building basically a more efficient blood flow delivery, you know, to that part of the body. If you don't have a lot of use of a part of a body, you know, I think the density of veins and capillaries, it's just like a lot looser and it's just not as dense. So you're just not getting as much blood flow, but that's going to go for your eyes as well. The other thing that I have found basically years ago, and I've made a video of this before, but if you can find these are pretty interesting. These glasses, basically plastic. I don't know if you can see, but they have little tiny pinholes in them, and when you put them on, your eye is forced to focus a certain way to actually be able to see through the glasses. And if your eye is not focused correctly, you're just going to see nothing but blackness. So these glasses are basically training your eye to be focused correctly. Because again, if they're not focused correctly, the black is just completely obscuring your vision. So you have to be focused 100% on the plane of field that you're looking at to actually be able to see. And having the glasses on forces your body to inherently do that. I've gone as far, I haven't done it recently, but I've gone as far as watching movies with these. You know, it's amazing how clear the TV looks when you're wearing these. You're sitting like way all the way back, you know, in the living room. Maybe when you're sitting back, you know, you have a tough time seeing the screen normally. So maybe sometimes you put the chair a little closer to be able to see more clearly. But you find with these glasses that you're looking at the screen, and because you're 100% forced to focus correctly to be able to see, that it's really kind of like weightlifting for your eye. Is this good for you? I have no idea. I am not a doctor, but I will say that my experience with this, doing this a couple years ago, I was like quite amazed that after doing this, going to a store, and I was able to, you know, look across the store and actually read signs that I wasn't able to read before. I will say that it's kind of an amazing thing. I do sincerely believe that they, you know, that they work as advertised in training, you know, your eye to have better focus on things. So it's interesting. Already I take them off and I feel some clarity just looking across the room. It's amazing. It's just really, really, really amazing. So where do you get these? I do not know. I feel like they're not as common online as they were. So if you can find them, I highly recommend trying them out. Again, will they cure you if you have glasses and allow them to, you know, make you not now wear, you know, not wear glasses now? No, I don't think so. Not saying no, but I've never heard of it. I think if you're too far gone, you're too far gone. But if you're borderline, if your vision's pretty decent, and you're not wearing glasses, can this bring you closer to perfect vision? Closer, incrementally, 10% better? I think so. I really do believe so. So these are cool. On that note, when you're doing archery, anyone that does archery, in particular a compound bow, using a peep sight, has anyone noticed when you're looking through the peep, you know, the little black sight that looks at the target, that you can actually see better than you can with your naked eye? Meaning, you know, maybe the 40-yard target is a little blurry, But then when you look through that peep, and you're looking at the target, the 3 pins, maybe you have 3 pins, or maybe you have 1 like I usually use, 40 yards. You ever notice 40 yards tends to look pretty clear through the peep, even though you can't really see it as well with the naked eye? It's actually the same principle. Your eye is being forced to focus correctly, to look through that peep, because if it was not focused correctly, you would not be able to see through it. So it's actually the same effect. It's pretty cool. So that's my thought on vision, and can't really think of anything else other than keeping the blood flow, doing some exercises, trying out these glasses. That's it.